My fated mate sold our daughter to a monster. I found her locked in a cell, 16 years old, naked on a wooden plank, arms black with burn scars, eyes fixed on the ceiling as if her mind had already fled her body. Her nipples were ripped off. The smell coming from between her legs told me enough without anyone saying a word. When I reached for her, she pressed herself into the wall. Don't touch me. My own daughter didn't know my face, couldn't stand my touch. And every single person who let this happen, the Alpha Heir, the Luna, and the High Alpha himself, they all knew. They knew, and not one of them lifted a hand to stop it. They thought I was a weak mother. They forgot who I was. I'm the War Alpha. At the gates of the royal stronghold, I finally came home. A decade ago, I left my 6-year-old daughter behind and marched to war to preserve the peace of our pack. In my memory, Aurora was still soft and warm, smelling like honeysuckle and warm milk. Every morning, her small, chubby fists would grab fistfuls of my hair. She should have been 16 now. My chest ached at the thought of holding her again.
High Alpha, Aldrich stood on the platform with the pack council waiting for me. My mate, Dominic. His mother, Helena. His sister, Margot. I studied every face. My wolf paced hard inside me. Something was wrong. Aurora wasn't there. Everyone else had come. Everyone but my daughter. Aldrich started his welcome speech.
Where's my daughter?
His smile locked in place. Then I caught it, that flicker in his eyes. My stomach dropped. I'd spent 10 years reading enemy faces on battlefields. I knew what guilt looked like. That was guilt.
Watch your tongue, Raven. You're in the presence of the High Alpha now. Show some respect.
Dominic, my fated mate. I kept our mate bond intact for Aurora so she could grow up with her father. The year Aurora was born, he brought his chosen mate into my pack. His own cousin, Vivian, gave him a daughter too, Celeste. I swallowed all of it. For my daughter, I endured every humiliation, every betrayal. I gave that man my lands, my warriors, and even my pride. Everything. And people in this kingdom still thought one word from him would tame me.
I asked you a question, Dominic. Where is my daughter?
He opened his mouth, ready to put me in my place, and then a woman came crashing out of the crowd. Her hair was in ruin. Her clothes hung off her in tires. There was dried blood all over her arms and streaked down her neck. She could barely stay on her feet. She lunged at me.
Luna! Praise the moon, you're back! Please, they're killing her. You have to save Aurora.
Nettie was Aurora's caretaker. I chose her myself because the first time she held Aurora, my baby fell asleep in less than 5 minutes. She was the gentlest she-wolf I had ever met. Now the woman in front of me was skin and bones, starved down to nothing. Her face so badly beaten, I almost didn't recognize her. My wolf slammed against my ribs. A growl ripped out of my throat.
That mutt is a traitor! Execute her on the spot!
Lucien Valchrist. I was the one who arranged his match with Aurora. That marriage was the reason his mother, Isolde, became the Luna, and the reason he became the Alpha Heir. Everything they had came from me and from my daughter, and now he was standing there, ordering my daughter's caretaker to die. The enforcers closed in on Nettie, baring their fangs.
Touch her, and I'll rip your fucking arm sockets. She belongs to me!
2/3 of this kingdom's army was the Ashburn War Pack, my war wolves. If I turned on the crown, this kingdom would not survive the night. Everybody knew it.
I said kill her!
Try me. A pulse of power surged through the pack link. 2,000 wolves stepped forward as one. The warriors stumbled back.
That's enough! The boy spoke out of turn. Hand the woman over to Ravenna. She is, after all, our War Alpha.
I knew exactly what he was doing, using his son to test me, to see whether I would still lower my head and fall in line. I didn't have time for his games.
Nettie collapsed at my feet, so weak she could barely get the words out.
Your daughter is dying. She's at Fenwick's estate. If you don't go now, you won't see her again. Go!
I hauled Nettie up in my arms.
Who the hell is Fenwick? He didn't exist when I left.
Enough of this scene, Ravenna. You will return to the manor with me. now.
The whole square went dead silent. Every wolf turned to look at me. They remembered the woman who used to give in every time Dominic spoke. They were waiting to see if I'd do it again. Nettie grabbed my hand so hard her nails cut my skin. She was shaking all over.
Alpha, kill me if you want, I don't care. But go now. Please, if you wait much longer, you'll never see her alive again. The goddess is calling her home. Go, before she's gone forever!
I saw the fear in her eyes. She was afraid I would do what I had always done. Choose Dominic over my own flesh and blood.
Ashburn Warpack, to the Fenwick Estate.